I mean, you did.
I honestly, I got to the point where I'm like, I don't care if I'm pushing to YouTube or not.
All I usually have to do is hit subscriptions and then it comes up.
Yeah.
Come on, just tell us that we're doing something.
Hold on.
Is it live? Does that work?
Yep, that works. Yep.
All right, we're live. Live from Nicole's house. It's Who Picked This Book Club.
Tuesday night edition.
Tuesday. I was like, is it Tuesday? It feels like Thursday.
It does feel like a Thursday.
What day it is. Liz, hey.
Hi.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get a few of our old crew back in here. Not that we don't love you, Liz, but everyone else is just like, everyone dropped off. Liz, you're a trooper for continuing to show up to these. I'm very proud of you.
Liz shows up to mine that I schedule 2 hours before I do them. I'm like, how? I appreciate it, but how? I love it more than anything.
And we are doing, what's it called? London Seance Society.
Yeah.
That is coming up.
Later in June, right? I think. Right?
June. It's the last week of June. Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, my brain is just all over the place.
I don't know.
Hi,
cool gamer.
Oh. Okay, so it's not something that we can expect every time. It's just if it happens. Shannon's here. Hey, Shannon.
Hi.
Tuesday, exactly, guys.
Tuesday.
This week, and I don't have with me because I'm coming here from Nicole's house. I didn't think to bring it with me, but we're reviewing A Page Before Dying by Julia and Lindsey. Woo! It's been so long.
It's been very long.
Book.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Since a Julie book, for sure.
I was very excited for this one. Liz, next week is Love Flush. Yes, you are correct. Love Flush.
Yep.
Next week too. So it's not even like the next 2 weeks. It's next week.
It's next week.
Flash, though. What are you doing? Are you crazy?
You're like, he's already spit up on me once today.
He did. He almost did it twice, but I managed to catch the burp.
You caught it in time?
Yeah. We are all together. I kept him alive today.
The whole crew is back together.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So this was a really short story. Like
it was
30 pages probably. 6 chapters.
Yeah, very short. Very short.
I love that we got to see Mr. Wright. Sheriff Wright, right?
Sheriff Wright, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of his first name. And I
Mason.
There we go. Mason.
Fake fans over here.
Like, hopefully Julie doesn't pop in and be like, hey guys, I didn't know.
I am bummed that the cover isn't in the because the cover is so cute. The cover is so cute.
And then honestly, I really wanted them to like on Goodreads. I don't know if you can do it on Storygraph, but have this like her book individually because I feel
I can add it. I was gonna add it on Storygraph actually.
I was trying to figure out how to do it.
I was just gonna add it manually, but I got busy at work. I'm gonna do that, so it's gonna be available soon
on Goodreads.
On Storygraph, I can't do it on Goodreads.
Yeah, they don't let you. They don't let you manually enter on Goodreads.
Another reason why
Storygraph is better.
Yeah, I made it clear in my review though. I said this review rating is solely for Julia and Lindsey's book. The few that I read in the beginning, I just wasn't a fan of. I could not get into any of them. Mm-hmm. They were all just, I hate to say poorly written. Some of them weren't, but some of them I was just like, looks like you thought this up on a weekend.
Yeah.
And I felt
I didn't read any of the other ones. I just was interested in Julie's.
Shannon, tell me your secrets. I feel like I've had to do it once before because the omnibus for Kitty Couture wasn't available. So I'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
You might need to get a... Oh, yes, you're right.
That is true. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'd like to count it towards my read goal because I didn't feel honorable. I know this is so stupid.
Add a whole anthology when you just read like one or two.
And I knew it was going to come up too on, and this is also why I didn't do the other book that I DNF'd because I didn't want to mark it as read and have it count towards the year because they're like 1,300 page things. And I'm like, I read 30 pages out of this or I read 150 pages. It doesn't feel accurate. It is so hard, and I think that's another real issue that I have reading other cozy mysteries. Is I always compare them to Julie, and I'm like, the rest of y'all suck.
There's a couple that I really like. I like the what is it, Noodle Shop mystery series from Vivian Chen. Yeah, I really like those.
Why does that make me want Panda Express?
Because that's what basically they own a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, buddy, he did this to me today like 4 times. I was like, stop dying. You're not allowed to.
He always does this with me. Never does it with Joe. He always does chokes with me.
Yeah, there were a couple times today where I was for sure that he was just going to like kick the bucket. But he did it to himself, okay?
You did it to yourself, son.
Oh, I skipped one. I wonder if later she'll add. I hope so. I really want to get the next short story. I would love to get from Sutton and Gigi's point of view. Those two, and we've said it before. I'd be so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those like I would love to get like a short story of them in the past when they first became friends or something.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. I really shouldn't care so much about it, but it felt like such a lie. Like if I had gotten halfway through it, I was like, go, count it, it's good. But this one I was just like, I don't foresee myself. I stopped, and the next title too was like a cat's tale, and I just didn't even have enough interest to even want to continue. I was like, this is bad of me.
I have one that just came in from the library. It's called The Murder at the Moonshine Shack. It's based like the author is based like 20 minutes from where I live, so I thought it would.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I would like to read one Arizona. I think Jen McKinley.
McKinley?
She's yeah, I think she's Arizona based.
Yeah.
I mean, he's alive, so I feel like I did take pretty good care of him. He didn't scream at me the whole day. I didn't.
Woo! That's a win.
He did spit up on me once, but I was fully prepared for it, and I brought 3 shirts and an extra.
That's what I was going to ask. Did you bring it back up?
I brought multiple backups. Yeah, one thing I didn't want was for him to pee on me, which he, knock on wood, didn't do yet. So
did not.
I feel like it's a win-win-win all over the place. Just wish I would have gotten him to sleep a little bit more during the morning and afternoon.
I think maybe it's like it was just you were new watching him, so
and he was
like,
excited.
Okay. Very excited. Jen's watching me.
He's like, I'll power nap for 20 minutes and then I'm done.
He does. He's like, I took a good 20-minute power nap.
I'm set for the rest of the day.
Right? I barely had time to pee, sir. Well, my other problem was I just kept going in there because I was afraid that he was going to go suffocate himself. Like he was rolling over onto his side and then he like shoved his face into the thing, and I was very nervous. But
just giving Jen
I have anxiety to begin with, so that didn't help it at all. And then Nicole was like, if he rolls over, just push him over. So I'm like glaring down at him, and he would get very close. Me and the monitor were best friends today.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh yeah. So I guess we could talk about the book a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I honestly, again, fooled. Didn't know. I was suspecting everyone else. It was hard. I mean,
I know,
it was very
right?
clever the way that she did it, where there were 3 suspects. Because again, I'm going to compare it to some of the other stories where they like had whole towns and they had this whole party. So I'm like, okay, you have a very short window to tell a story.
Right.
Like, how are you going to figure all that out?
And not as many characters either.
Yeah.
It's one scene basically.
Yeah. So
they're not changing locations. You're not adding people.
I like that. I prefer that though.
Multiple days. Yeah, this one I was really grateful that it was just like one night and it made sense. There was a storm. They were all in one area. Oh, it's a bookstore.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of it fell into logical place. And then it was really, oh my gosh, it was like a murder mystery, a whodunit. I mean, I know that that's what they all are.
It reminded me of Clue. Like
yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like there were 7 suspects. 4 of them I already trust, so they're off my list. So these 3 yahoos that just came in out of the
Yahoo,
it's got to be one of you.
Easy.
So yeah, I literally the one that ended up being was the bottom of my list. So there was that. Anyone else figure out who it was?
I did not.
Who'd you think it was?
I didn't know. I thought it was like it's one of these people. I know it wasn't one of like the original at the book club meeting. Like it had to be someone else.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Liz got it. A locked room mystery.
They're hard to find, like, good ones that are written like that.
Yeah. Who'd you think? Did you ever? Oh, that is all over his face.
Right.
All over his face. You're gonna want to lift him off the ground.
Oh my great.
Oh my goodness.
A little on you. Look at this baby.
Oh my goodness, sir.
Look at this baby. Oh God.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
Gosh. What the heck, son?
Yeah, I heard it coming the first time. You might need to take it.
Where's my phone? Oh,
Oh, it's right here. No, that's my phone.
That's yours.
I'm gonna have to make a quick phone call.
Oh, no.
Honey. Oh, it's all he's getting it everywhere. I barely survived today. Stand by for changing. I mean, that's probably accurate.
Can you go? Don't worry. We've called for reinforcements.
So enthusiastic eating. I mean, yeah.
That's normal for little munchkins.
Oh man. Luckily, I didn't get anywhere else. He just must have like shoved his face
in it.
You were putting him in the splash zone, like he had a moment. We cleaned him up mostly.
I spit up, and then he rubbed his face in it.
Help! Help me! Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
I love his cheeks.
Oh, he is adorable. Oh yeah, I think I already said. I mean, I could show everyone else. I was like, I sent the to Alicia today.
Oh, God.
She gave me like every 3-hour update that he was still alive.
He's still alive.
Yep, this one when he falsely thought he fell asleep. So I was like, great, cool, you're asleep. No. And then I thought I had a chance to read. That lasted for about 5 minutes. And then finally I was like, okay, well, I'll hold you and you'll sleep. Again, lasted like 20 minutes. And he was just like, yeah, I'm awake.
No. I will
Here.
lull you into a false sense of security, man.
Every time. I mean, it wasn't terrible.
When we were together on Sunday, he was like a really good sleeper then, and I was just like,
I know. He was snoozing hard
on Sunday. Yeah, he was.
Well, we were also in the car too, so that was probably nice.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to be in the mama room. I was like, come on, buddy. A chance to read. I tried to read.
Doesn't work out sometimes.
I eventually had my phone because I have my Kindle app on my phone. And I was holding it and like bouncing. I was like, it's a 30-page book. I should be able to finish this throughout the day. We pushed it pretty close, but we made it there in the end. It is true. 5 minutes of reading is 5 minutes of reading. And I kept my streak going strong. I think I'm almost up to 140 days on Kindle. So,
nice.
I've been using my Kindle a lot more lately. It's
my
easier
goal,
to carry.
I want to say it's like a full year, but I worry about going on vacation and not having the Wi-Fi pick it up to check my progress.
Mm.
And then sometimes I'm like, I just need to read like enough pages so you know that I moved a little bit, right? That I can go to sleep. So
if you have it fully downloaded, it'll still work even if you don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh. Well, will it track it like when my thing is I don't know if my phone.
Okay. It should.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Now I'm just trying to figure out, the problem is I have a lot of audiobooks and physical books that I also need to read, but I need to be conscious enough to like, hey, let's go ahead and read them all here. Oh my gosh, 430 or 342 in a row. Liz,
do you only read on your Kindle, Liz?
Yeah, it's really cool. So if you go into your Kindle app, or I think you can do it on your Kindle, but basically there's somewhere that says reading insights. So like for me on my app, actually it comes up right away, the weeks in a row, the days, but you can go to more and then reading insights, and then it'll tell you there like how many books have you read. It'll tell you when you started, when it last updated. Sometimes it's an update right away. It's very cool. My goal was to get to 100 days, but now at this point it's like I can never let it die, and the day that I do, I'll probably stop reading on my Kindle for
a long time.
There are some days that I have a hard time reading on my Kindle. Like if I'm on my computer all day, I'm like, I can't look at another screen for a bit.
Well, that's why I like the Paperwhite. I have multiple Kindles.
Yeah.
All the Kindles.
I think we all do. I think I have like 3.
Well, I have the Nook, which is from Barnes & Noble, but then I have a Kindle one. Yeah.
I have the Paperwhite. I have the Fire, because the Fire is like stupid cheap. It feels like a tablet to me, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's what I have. I got the Fire. Because it was cheaper than everything else.
That's smart. Reading the freebie first. I never think about it. I'm just such an impulse buyer. Look at that pretty cover. Look at that pretty cover. Hopefully it's a good story.
And sometimes they get you with the pretty cover and you're just like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, like that one that we read that one time.
The Wish Out of Water one.
Oh, yeah. My God.
That's burned in my head. That scene with the dildo was like, that's burned in my brain forever.
I never
she
made
broke
it
the
that
dildo.
I've never been bamboozled so hard.
I know, right?
It was that book.
Yeah.
I was like, this cover is gorgeous. It has to be a 5-star read. No.
I remember writing in my Kindle notes like that. She was like, "Yeah, I broke the dildo." I'm like, "That doesn't happen."
Okay, whatever you say.
So that's a magical vagina right there.
Some, but yeah, okay. So
I don't know. There's not much to talk about. There was a storm. Someone died. It was solved. I was bamboozled.
Yeah,
I was glad that Mason was there.
Yeah, we got Mason. We got a little cameo from Mason,
GG.
And I really just want like a whole series of
Me
this
too.
now.
And I love the cat's name is Dickens.
Yeah. I was like, we can't. I was telling them, I was like, we can't have 2 sleuths in one town. This town ain't big enough for both of them.
But I love that it's like maybe it could be like she solves cold cases because of the ghosts in the bookstore.
Ghost cat. Yeah, I like that she started talking to the cat.
I know, and he could talk in English. I'm like, that's great.
That's awesome.
I kind of have an accent a little bit, but
a little bit of an accent,
a British accent because his name is Dickens.
Yes. So Shannon, this is part of her Bonnie and Clyde. There we go. I'm so tired. Okay, I don't know how you survive. You're doing this for 3 months. I've done it for 8 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, it's part of the Bonnie and Clyde mystery series. It's a store that it's a store in the town of Bliss.
Right. So we've met these characters before, but it's from their point of view now, as opposed to the original sleuther Bonnie in Bonnie and Clyde.
That's okay.
They did mention her though.
They did mention her, but she did not make a cameo.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true. 100%. And then will there be more from this series? Well, the series itself, Bonnie and Clyde, yes. From this particular perspective, unclear. Maybe not. Julie, if you're in the comments, let us know.
Please let us know.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, even if it's like little, I don't mind even little short stories. Like
this is a nice short story.
Yeah.
Do more.
I just wanted more because I like the idea of like a haunted bookstore.
Yeah, that's cool. I will say,
haunted by a cat. That's funny.
Yeah, named Dickens.
Yeah,
like you can't get any better than that. Like
that's perfect. Perfect. I didn't get a nap today, guys. I don't get a nap most days, so
me neither.
What is a nap? I would love to get to know this thing called a nap.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. When you have a baby, you get to a level of sleep deprived that you didn't know you could function on, but here we are.
That's great. Caffeine is lovely.
Great.
And I try not to drink a lot of caffeine because I'm breastfeeding, so I don't want it to come through my breast milk. So
and keep him awake forever. Is that what I got in the day milk for today? So then that's why I was awake all the time.
I drink 1 caffeinated beverage a day.
That's not bad.
That one, I knew it.
Yeah. It was all the caffeine in that milk.
But yeah, Liz, to your comment, I would take any Julia and Lindsey book. I know she took it a little bit slower this year, which I'm glad because last year she came out with so many, and I was like, how?
I couldn't even keep on track with them. I'm like it felt like every 3 weeks she was coming out with something new.
Yeah, her to-do lists are crazy. Like when she lists her to-do lists on like Facebook on the
it stresses me out.
I was just like, ma'am, I can't stop.
She makes me feel like I don't do anything. I'm like, you make me look like I sit in my house by myself all day. Like,
I know. I feel so lazy when I see all of
right.
Stuff.
I'm just like, oh my god,
what am I doing?
And she's got 3 kids.
Oh, she's a superhero.
I know.
I hope that maybe, I don't know, how old is your Kindle? How old is my Kindle?
Mine started to go last year, and it was like 5 years old at that point. So that's why I got this one.
And that's all right. I do take occasional naps, and usually it's after I've had like a weirdly caffeinated beverage, and I don't normally sleep well at night if I've had too much caffeine, but sometimes midday, it's the greatest way to fall asleep.
I'm the opposite. I can drink coffee till the minute I go to sleep, and then I can go to sleep. It's really weird.
Don't sleep well.
Caffeine affects me very strangely.
Mm-hmm.
Why did the Kindle it shows home libraries? It's been a while. Cover is duct taped on.
Oh no! How old is it?
She said 2015 or 2016.
Wow.
Crazy.
And it still works?
Mine worked for the longest time. I think I actually ended up gifting it to someone because I wanted the paperwhite. How many days in a row have you done?
Not like 2.
You've read 5 titles. I've read like 7. I didn't count the DNF one, and I didn't count this one because you do have a way of you can remove them from counting. So I was just like, okay.
No, sure.
I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way, even though you don't finish all the stories, that you could make your highlights available before you're finished the actual full collection.
Oh yeah, I think there is a way to do it, but you have to do it in Goodreads that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't really have much more to say other than the fact that I erroneously, really, spoiler alert to anyone who hasn't read it, get off now if you don't want spoilers. They introduced Caleb, and I was like, oh, he's a young guy. He looks like he sounds attractive. I'm like, I hope that they get together in the end of this, and then he ended up not being a good guy at all. He was a killer.
You just want to ship bad people with good people.
I like the villain, okay?
It's the bad boy complex. We all have it.
That a bit faster. Oh yeah. Oh, the Italian book.
Thank you. I'll check tonight. Thank you.
I've been terrible with social media. If it wasn't for the fact that I could schedule things and that I didn't necessarily keep up with who picked this book clubs, I honestly just post. So if you guys comment, I can see it and I'll probably like it, but I don't. I'm terrible with
half the time. I feel awful because half the time I forget, and I'm like, and then I see your post, I'm like, oh shit, that's this week.
That is this week.
Spoiler alert, we've got a few coming next week, because next week, it's okay to like the villains. I love them so much. Next week,
they're more
perfect
interesting.
segue, guys. Next week, we have Love Flush by Evie Mitchell. This is going to be the second book in the All Access series. The first one is Not My Type. That was a really good one.
That was really good.
I love that one.
And
I want to own them physically.
Yeah, they're expensive though. They're like
$22 a piece. I was like, they're not even 200 pages. Like, no.
If it was like a regular paperback, I might consider it. But knowing the length of it being that small, it's just like, no, it's not worth it at all. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the second book in this series. I think you said it was on Scribd.
It's on Scribd, audiobook. Yep.
Yep.
Scribds, and my Hoopla. Some Hooplas have it, like my Hoopla has it.
Ours didn't. Ours don't. Because I thought that too, and then I was like, "Go check it," and she's like, "It's not there." So Scribds does though.
Script.
But if you would like to take a screenshot, I still never know how long to hold that, so we held it for a moment. Hope you got it, guys.
Good job. Good job.
I mean, does anyone else have anything else they want to say? Oh, hold on. Shannon, library doesn't have one.
Yeah, maybe they will.
They'll pick it up the day after we read it, because that's what always
that's
happens
usually how
to
it goes.
me.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Let's see here. It's also on Audible. Okay.
If you have a credit you want to use, or
and then it's on Audible too. Yeah. Put the little man back. Watch out,
and there is an all access. I think it's called All Access
podcast,
Love.
right?
Yeah, you can get it. I listen to it through my Audible, but I think you can get it through the like any podcast provider. I'll send you a screenshot of it so I can
I think you sent it last time and I forgot to do it.
Okay,
so.
no problem. I don't mind doing it again.
Yeah, and we could always add it to our stories. I'll try to remember to not be terrible about that, guys.
And it also the podcast also has the like there's little short stories in between each of the stories, and they're available through that podcast.
You know what I'm upset about is that Darn It All, Knit, Knit, Darn It All, it's not out. It keeps telling me on all these platforms that it's available. It's available. It's available October 2015. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not anywhere. I can't find an ebook. I can't
Who's
find
that
a physical
by?
book. It's Evie Mitchell. This is the third book.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
I've heard multiple things, like they moved the date a couple times, so I don't know which one.
I want it yesterday.
I know.
Yesterday.
I would love more of her
so
books.
Demanding. So yeah, we'll have to try a few of them. Yeah. Now he's a little talker.
Cuteness.
He just chatted with himself all day. Not yesterday. I don't even know what day it is. I'm out of it.
Today.
But he was good. Huh, bud? I got a smile. That's all that matters. Everyone can hear him. Huzzah! Well, if nobody else has anything to say, I mean, it was a short book, so 30 pages. We've talked about as many minutes as there are pages. So
yeah,
exactly.
How much did we talk about the book, though? Not terribly
maybe
much.
altogether 6 minutes, 8 minutes.
You're fine. But it's like you can't talk. I mean, you can't talk about it too much. We know that there's spoilers, but it's just like there's not a ton to review.
It was like 35 pages, so there's not much to.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to. She hopes, because I think I saw a post on this not either today or a few days ago, where she was hoping, aside from her 2 Harlequins, she was hoping to have the next book. Oh my god, I don't remember the title of it. She was hoping to have the next book in the Bonnie and Clyde series out by the end of this year, but she wasn't sure about that. So,
because I know that Rough Hem Justice will get a physical release in October.
Yeah. What'd I do? I hit this twice. Exactly. Yeah. When I figured when I scheduled back-to-back ones, I tried to make them as short as possible. Although, sorry about June, guys, just in advance. It's in the description box. I actually updated it. I think I updated it.
Yeah, you
I just
did.
need to create the events for Facebook, but not Instagram's not updated, but things have been updated. So good job. Facebook is coming. Nicole, a lot more work than I thought, but I have a lot of fun on Canva finding those screenshots of the backgrounds. Great joy. A lot of joy with that.
You're still better at it than I am. I'm still trying.
I just have, I just spend my life and days on it. It's easy to do when you're on, like, watching a TV show, because you don't have to necessarily pay too much attention to it. So
you don't have to look.
Energy. So you just do a bunch of other stuff. I had it. Yay.
I'm starting it in June.
Oh, very nice.
It's a good series, but it's a lot. They're
Things
hefty.
happen.
Yeah, they're hefty. A lot happens, so you gotta pay attention.
The same with I read the majority of Elmina Al-Sarafi, her new series, and that's the same. Like, I need the second book like now, and the book that doesn't have a date yet.
Oh, that's rude. How dare they?
Hunter, you letting people know about?
He's saying thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching,
Now,
everybody.
thanks for commenting. Thanks everyone on the
Replay?
replay for. I'm still struck. I need to come up with like a script and have it so that I just read it off.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everyone on the replay. I've got over the rest of them. Thanks for my lovely co-host, which is technically something you should be saying because you're here. It's your channel.
Thanks. I'm not here.
Thanks for the host for showing. God, don't forget to like the video. Join us next week for Love Flushed.
Yeah. Good job.
We've got
I think
everything.
that hits everything. All right. Well, Jen's got to go to bed. You guys have a great night. I was about ready to exit the window rather than end the broadcast. So I need a cup of coffee. Oh, yes. Thank you to our new co-host, Hunter.
Hunter, yes.
Thanks for showing up. What'd you rate this book, buddy? It's 5 stars?
5 stars.
I see 5 stars.
5
He's not
stars.
holding up his hand yet, but I know when he does, it's
he
going to
held
be
up.
5.
He held up both feet, so 10 stars.
10 stars.
10 shooting stars because they're from the toes.
Jen watched one baby for 8 hours.
I don't know how parents do.
She's
It's
lost.
crazy.
We've lost her. We've lost her.
Oh.
And she did such a great job. He's alive.
Yeah, that was my goal. Honestly, I could be covered in pee, poop, vomit, all the things. I was like, as long as he's breathing, by the time you get home, I call today a win. And it was. He was actually way better than that, too. So I will let everybody go so that I can let myself go. But thanks, everyone, and you have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.